Did you know that CEOs like Stephen Bartlett use a simple secret in meetings that make people instantly sit up and listen? After 13 years as a manager and now a director leading other managers, I've seen how ignoring this one communication trick has caused managers to not be taken seriously and even lose their jobs. So in this video, I'm going to show you the simple proven method top CEOs use so you can sound instantly more confident and in control of your next meeting. So how do you do this? Stephen Bartlett uses a secret that makes people lean in the second he speaks. But before I show you what it is, let me show you why most managers never get there. But once you fix this, you'll dramatically change your presence in meetings and have people hanging on your every word. So how can you do that? Well, for this to make sense, I want you to imagine this. You're 5 minutes from a critical Zoom call and your Wi-Fi drops. You panic, jump on YouTube and see two options. A 60-second short promising the fix and a 20-minute tutorial with dramatic music and a 90-second intro. Which one do you think you're gonna click? Exactly, the short. Not because it's more detailed, but because it respects your time and it gets to the point of your problem. That's exactly how people think in meetings. And the best CEOs, they speak like a YouTube short. No fluff, just clarity, speed, and confidence. So how do you do that without sounding rushed or robotic? You use what I call the CEO Clear method, a 3-step system to instantly sound more in control. So number 1, cut the fluff. Most people start with warm-ups. Kill those. Get to the point in 10 seconds. Instead of,
let's review updates for Q2.
Say, here's how we saved 40 hours last quarter. Number 2, simplify your language. Stop trying to sound smart. Smart people make others feel smart. Instead of saying things like,
Let's optimize stakeholder touch points.
you need to say, let's fix how we check in with clients. Number 3, hook like a headline. Open with something that grabs attention. A stat, a bold claim, a problem. Don't say,
Let's talk deliverables.
Instead, say something like, we're about to lose 15 hours a week unless we fix this one thing. When you talk CEO Clear, people stop spacing off and they lean in and pay attention. You go from background noise to authority instantly. If this has already helped you think about meetings differently, hit subscribe. I've got more frameworks like this coming every week that make you the most respected voice in the room. But even when you're clear, your message can still fall flat if you skip one hidden detail, and almost every manager misses it. So what's the one thing most managers miss that quietly breaks your message before it even lands? So now you're speaking clearly, which is huge, but it still feels like no one's really connecting with what you're saying. You're probably missing one thing that the best communicators never forget. So what is that one thing that you're missing? For this to make sense, I want you to think of the last great movie trailer you saw. By the end of that 60-second clip, you weren't just interested, you were saying, I have to see this. Why? It's not just the music or the fast cuts, it's because they show you what's on the line. Humanity is at risk. One decision changes everything. Those stakes pull you in. The rest just keeps you there. That's exactly what most managers skip. They give the what, but forget the why. And without a why, there's no buy-in. So how do you frame your message like a trailer and make people actually care? Well, that's where the trailer test comes in. Before making your next point, run it through the trailer test using these 3 steps. Number 1, lead with the stakes. Start with what's on the line before giving instructions. Instead of,
Can you rewrite this?
say, if this version doesn't land, we lose the deal. Can you tighten up the wording? Number 2, use micro stories. Quick stories create instant relevance. When we used this script last time, the clients doubled their order. That's what's on the table again. And number 3, balance logic plus feels. Trailers hook your heart and your head. So should your message. Fixing this saves 15 hours a week and makes our product launch way less chaotic. When people understand those stakes, they don't just nod, they lean in. You don't need to hype things up, you just need to show what's at risk if nothing changes. But even when your message is crystal clear and packed with urgency, if your delivery is flat, none of it lands. And that's where Stephen Bartlett's secret weapon takes things to another level. So what is Stephen Bartlett's secret to holding a legendary meeting? So now your message is clear and compelling. But here's the thing, even the sharpest message gets ignored if the delivery is dull. Because if your voice doesn't move, neither do your people. So how do you fix that? You ever had that one friend that somehow convinces you to go out, even when you're completely dead? You're in sweats, your brain's fried, and you're ready to crash. But they hit you with,
Come on, just one drink. You'll thank me later.
next thing you know, you got a beer in your hands, tacos on the way, and you're vibing. Why? It's not what they said, it's how they said it. No pressure, no pitch, just good energy that made it feel worth showing up for. Well, that's exactly the same presence top CEOs bring into most meetings. They don't oversell, they don't fake hype, they just speak like someone you want to listen to. I call it best friend energy. And the good news, you don't need charisma or a podcast mic to pull it off. You just simply need to do these 4 things. Number 1, do what's called smizing while you speak. I actually never knew about this until recently, but this is where you smile with your eyes. It's not fake, you're just looking present. If you watch Stephen Bartlett, he stays calm, but his eyes are engaged even when he's silent. That subtle warmth he has is what pulls people in. And number 2, you need to match your tone to the message. You don't oversell, you don't underwhelm. If it's a serious topic, go calm and grounded. If it's a big win, let your tone lift with it. Your voice should feel like the moment you're leading. Number 3, use strategic pauses. Nothing lands harder than a pause before the punch. So here's what we're going to do with commissions for the sales contest this month. We're taking it from 20% to 50%. Silence builds suspense. Own those silent moments. And number 4, shift your tone like a story. Don't be a monotone robot, or worse, a rhythmic up and downer that rocks people to sleep. Inflect with intention, let ideas breathe, and vary your pace. When you speak with this best friend energy, people stop seeing you as the boss and start listening to you like the person that they trust. It's confidence without ego, it's warmth without fluff, and it makes everything you say land stronger because it feels better. And if you need help making every message you share this clear and compelling, even under pressure, I built something for you. It's called Bashbot. Think of it like your personal AI leadership coach. You plug in what you want to say, and it helps you deliver it with CEO-level clarity and presence. It's totally free, and it's down in the link below. But even when you nail the best friend energy, there's one moment that most managers get totally wrong. And it's when you give people praise. So go watch this video next where I'll show you why the typical great job actually kills motivation and what to say instead to make your people care deeply about their work.